So to kick off this Instagram inspired makeup tutorial, I'm going to be priming my face with the Bare Minerals Prime Time Original Primer. If you guys know of a primer that works really well with sensitive skin, please let me know down below because primers break me out like crazy. So I'm mixing those two shades from the NYX color correcting palette and putting it right underneath my eyes to combat that purple and blue, and then to combat the red on my face from my acne and all that, I'm using the green in the palette. Now I'm going to be using the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge to just tap out that color corrector. I don't want my foundation or concealer to be cakey, so that's why I'm doing that. And then moving along to foundation, today I'm using the Clinique 2-in-1 Beyond Perfecting Foundation. I like this foundation. I do feel like it's on the thicker side. It's not the thickest foundation I've ever tried, but it is a little thick, more so than I would like. It gives a good, even, kind of flawless finish, and it's not completely matte. It does have like a satin finish, but overall, I do like the foundation. I use it a lot. Not my favorite, but it's good. Of course, I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden. It's my favorite primer because it covers my discoloration that I have on my lids, and it also keeps my eyeshadow from creasing. So I like it a lot. I highly recommend it. And then for my eyebrows, I'm going in with the Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown. I line the bottom portion of my brows first, and then I go ahead and fill in the top portion. I went a little bit more bold today just because on Instagram everybody has bold brows. So I just lightly fill in the first part of my brow so that it's kind of sparse and it's more natural, kind of like a gradient brow. And then I'm sculpting them out. So I'm using concealer. I don't remember which one I used, but I'll go ahead and double check, leave it down below. But I'm just sculpting that out. I'm using a Urban Decay Naked 3 brush for this. I love it. And as you can see, bad brow, good brow, woo! And now both of them are done. Now I'm just going to set that primer with some powder. This is Maybelline's Dream Wonder Powder. It's amazing. I love it. After that, I'm going in with the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia. I love it. And I'm starting with Golden Ochre. This is going to be my transition blending color, and I'm just buffing that into my crease. And I did about 2 to 3 layers of this shade. Now mixing raw sienna and burnt orange. This is going into my crease, and I'm using a Sigma E25. This is going to help blend everything out so nothing is too harsh or too precise. I'm just buffing that right into the crease, not going as far up as I did with Golden Ochre. Then I'm moving on to Real Gar. I don't know, am I saying that right? And I'm using this stone brush that I got from Morphe, and I'm just carving out the crease. This is going to be like a soft cut crease. And then now I'm blending it downwards into my outer V. So I'm just doing that, blending everything out, and this takes some time, so just take your time, you'll be fine. I'm using red ochre now with a Sigma E36, and I'm placing this color right on top of Real Gar. And I'm using this light kind of fluffy brush because I don't want this color to be super pigmented. I just kind of wanted to put it right over Real Gar just to add some warmth and more of like an orangey brown. FYI guys, I know this is a neutral look, but just bear with me. I'll have more colorful looks soon. Now I'm picking some more of red ochre up and just kind of packing this on my outer V. I wanted a little bit more color just in the outer V. I didn't bring it in, as you can see. So I'm buffing that in, and then I'm picking up Primavera, which is a beautiful golden champagne color. I love it. This is going all over my lid, and I'm using a Sigma brush. I love this Sigma brush for this, for packing on the lid. It does an awesome job. So here, I didn't pick up any eyeshadow or anything like that. I'm just blending everything out on a semi-clean brush. And here, I'm mixing red ochre and Real Gar and just buffing that in the crease and the outer V and all of that good stuff, as you guys can see. I'm going to carve out the crease a little bit more with Cypress Umber, and as you can see, this is going right into the crease. It's not going above, it's not going on the lid. Like I said, I wanted to carve out the crease. It's going to be kind of a light, soft cut crease tutorial. So I'm just blending that out, nothing crazy, and I'm going to do the same thing to my other eye. Now with all the blending that I did, I feel like I swept away some of Primavera, so I'm just reapplying, and I'm using that same Sigma shader brush. I really like this brush, guys, so I will definitely link it down below. So now I'm using Tempera, I think that's how you say it, please forgive me, and I'm just using that as a brow bone highlight, so I'm putting that right underneath my eyebrow, and then I'm picking up some of Primavera, which is like a shimmery, has some pink in there, but I felt like it could add a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of glam to this look, so that's why I added it. And now I'm going in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I like this concealer a lot, guys. It's pretty good in my opinion, gives good coverage, looks good, isn't drying, so I've really been enjoying this concealer, and I actually use this same one for my eyebrows, so I remember, just in case you were interested. So I'm cleaning up my edges, and then I'm gonna go ahead and highlight my forehead, my chin, and also a little bit on my nose. A lot of people on Instagram, I feel like, do this, so I'm doing it here, even though I usually do that in my tutorials, but I'm just adding it in here. I kind of feel like the Clinique foundation sinks in to my forehead wrinkles. Like, did you guys notice that? But I think it does. Now I'm using my Physicians Formula eyeliner in black, winging that out, and then here it is. That's what my eyeliner looks like. And then I'm going to set my concealer. I'm using the NYX Color Correcting Loose Powder in Banana. Don't get me wrong, this powder definitely brightens up my face. However, it isn't very finely milled, so I feel like it's very drying, it's thick, it doesn't look good if you apply too much, so be careful. Now I'm using the Maybelline Colossal Spider Effect Mascara. I like it, not my favorite. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but I'm not wearing false lashes. I know a lot of people like to wear false lashes, but I'm not doing it. Now I'm just working on that lower lash line. I'm going to be doing a very smoked out lower lash line, so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm using the Jordana eyeliner in brown black to just line my waterline, make things a little bit more smoky, and then I'm going to pop on some mascara on my lower lashes, same mascara I used on the top, and then we're moving on to face. I'm using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and I'm just setting my face, and then for contouring, I'm using the Anastasia Contour Kit. The trick with contouring, you start right where I started. You don't start near the ear, because that's not where you want all the color. As you can see, that contour looks so good. I end up messing it up later because I put too much bronzer on, but I still save it. So I know a lot of people use cream products for contouring on Instagram, but I feel like you can get the same effect using powder, so I'm showing you how to do it here. And then I am contouring my nose just a little bit with that same contour shade. I used Fawn, so I don't know if it did anything, but I did contour my nose. And then here, I messed it up. I added a little bit too much bronzer, but I'm gonna blend it out, and that was the Pro Sculpting Duo from Makeup Forever in 01, I believe, but it's a very warm bronzer. I feel like it would go well with my eyeshadow. And then I'm using MAC Melba, which I haven't used in forever, but I love it. It's a beautiful, like, orangey, just very warm blush. It looks so good. And then, of course, I'm baking. I'm using that same NYX powder, which I used a little bit of it. I kind of wish I didn't use it, but I used a little bit and it worked out fine. Like I said, don't go crazy with that powder, guys, because it can be a pain to blend out and you can just look very powdery. But that's what my contour looked like. Love how it turned out. And then because it's like an Anastasia kind of day, I used Mimosa from her Glow Kit in Gleam. And then for my lips, I'm lining them with the Ginger Lip Liner by Kylie. And then of course I'm going in with the Ginger Liquid Lipstick. After that, guys, this tutorial is complete. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I'll have more colorful looks later on, but I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!